Shortly after a deputy from the sheriff's office in Martin County, Florida, located the vehicle and initiated a traffic stop, the driver of the suspected drunk car pulled over. This incident occurred on July 11, 2023. Unfortunately, it drove up a parking lot curb and crashed into a boulder.
Registration? Nothing? Getting an ambulance?
A distinct odor of intoxicants were coming from the vehicle's driver's license and registration when the deputy approached. While attempting to communicate with her, you have no angelic registrations. Her behavior was out of the ordinary, and she seemed to be affected by something.
Driver's license, registration? Do you have any form of identification? Nothing? You speak? Then go ahead and speak to me, okay? Do you have any type of identification on you? Do you have a purse? Do you have a registration? Anything over there that's yours? No? Nothing. All right. What is your first name? What's your first name? What? Dana. Is the car registered to you? Is this your car?
Yes.
What are you under the influence of? Alcohol or drugs? Something. You could have killed somebody a moment ago. Okay? It was horrible. You hadn't turned the car off for me. I kind of don't trust you at this point, okay?
The driver was soon identified as a 41-year-old female named Dina. It was discovered that her driver's license was suspended on several occasions and the vehicle was not registered. The officer attempts to engage with her, but her response is absent. He queries whether alcohol or drugs are involved, yet her intense intoxication leaves her oblivious to the situation at hand.
You're kind of not helping me out any, so I can't do much for you. I don't know how to turn it off.
And where your keys at?
Who knows? We're not even going that around. Can't even get a name. We pulled over Joan Jefferson, then she jumped the curb and drove over.
Well, I heard the sirens and I started trying to kick out her. I didn't know.
Prevented it, was that you up there?
No, I was in town.
Prevented it from crashing whoever's on top of the bridge. Crying's not gonna help. I still want to know who you are. Keep an eye on her.
Throughout the journey to the jail, Dina's emotions surged uncontrollably. Her cries were marked by hysteria, punctuated by screams, and revealing a stark lack of self-control attributed to her profound intoxication. The pungent aroma of alcohol saturated the deputy's patrol car to an extent that compelled him to adjust the climate control to outside air, resorting to cracking a window in search of respite. Amidst the chaos, he sought cooperation for a broadcast request, urging her involvement. Amid her tumultuous state, she managed disjointed statements involving her son's military affiliation and disclaiming any harm caused. Upon arrival at the jail, she was ushered into the DUI room for processing. Dina's comments were filled with defiance despite the stressful nature of the encounter.
You can head out. Greg's here.
Huh?
My savior's here.
I just told her, I said, is that your landscape now for her? She ruined it.
She didn't hit this. She hasn't hit this yet. She hasn't hit this.
The landscape right there? Oh yeah, it's demolished. But
Is over top of it?
Yeah. But I told the trap man's gonna be property. Yeah, that's what Courtney said. Was like gonna be property. So she's like, yeah, the landlord put all this in.
She only hit one little bush, bro.
Yeah.
Never.
What's that?
I have literally never been
This drunk?
off. Dude.
Okay. Well, make sure you don't kill anybody. That's why we're stopped here today, okay?
Well, great.
All right, cool.
I have never been.
Arrested for DUI?
No.
Yes, you have.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Because I stopped her about there and she went to pull over, and then she turned back in the
Oh,
traffic.
is that what you got? Was that when the siren hit again?
She turned back in the traffic and she rode up over the curb and
Oh,
cut
shit,
somebody
okay.
off coming back in.
Oh, so you about to tell? Yeah, before she goes not gonna be clean, it's gotta end him.
Yeah, she didn't pull up on here. She was getting fitted.
That's next level, buddy. That's crazy.
Pedophile.
We're pedophiles? Is that what you said?
What?
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 Y'all let pedophile.
Dina, you stay in Martin County or PSL? Cool. We're here to make sure that you are not under the influence and that you are okay to drive. Okay?
No. No. You're
I get till 6 o'clock.
You're under the influence.
I am? Not today, but
I'm a piece of shit.
I didn't say that. Again, I'm just here to make sure you're not under the influence and you can drive. That's it.
No.
Alright? We're just making sure you're okay to drive. That's it.
Look,
I got somebody to check you out, okay?
Here, look.
I'll be here in a second.
Here, look. Let me tell the truth.
Okay. What?
I'm a piece of shit.
What?
I am.
Nah, don't worry about that. Why do you think that?
Never let anybody
Okay, I get it. I get it. It's hot out here. Give me 1 second, okay?
my kids.
I don't know what she's saying.
Subsequently, the deputy requested for a DUI traffic unit to arrive and carry out an investigation.
Sorry, man. They had us all on citrus. What's up? That's what we get for being 5 people short, man.
Just go talk to her. You'll figure it out.
What'd you stop her for?
9,000 things of PC.
9,000 things of PC? Okay, just all over the place?
Go talk to her. Be evident. Trust me.
Alcohol or drugs?
Can't even tell you. It's so hot out. I mean, I had to reach in the car, turn off the car. But I'm assuming alcohol if it's on.
Hello. How you doing today? I'm Deputy Dave with the Sheriff's Office. The deputy stopped you back there, the sergeant stopped you back there because you were swerving all over the road, he said. I guess a bunch of people were calling you in saying you were hitting the curb and... What's going on? You feeling okay?
No.
What's wrong? Do you have any medical issues? Are you gonna be able to tell me, can you talk? What's going on with you today? Been drinking this morning, huh? I'm just trying to talk to you and you're not talking to me.
No.
I can't hear you.
No.
No what?
No.
Do you have any medical issues?
What you're doing is...
I'm not blaming you for anything. Can you zip your shirt up for me and then step out of the car?
Oh, yeah. I'm a whore.
Appreciate it. What's your first name?
Whore.
Well, I'm not going to call you that.
The officer pressed her for information about her activities, while simultaneously requesting that she change the subject for the time being. He disregarded any unpleasant remarks that were made about her and instead expressed a desire to leave. He made reference to a previous incident on the side of the road in which Dina had refused to participate in field sobriety tests. The officer approached her and asked if she could now speak with them. Dina refuted the officer's account, arguing that it was not accurate.
True as to what happened.
Okay, tell me your version of what happened then.
You guys tried to vault for you guys wanted to make me. Yeah, you're right. I can't.
So when I came into contact with you, I was called there to do a DUI investigation because the person that pulled you over thought you might be intoxicated.
No, that's not what happened at all, actually.
So do you want to tell me what you think happened?
No, you were contacted to...
Dean, are you willing? I'm asking you now. Are you willing to complete some field sobriety tasks?
No.
I got camera here, so you're covered.
You refused to. This has nothing to do with why I was pulled over. Why was I pulled over, sir?
You were asking me why you were pulled over?
Yeah, sir.
The sergeant was behind your vehicle and you were swerving all over the place and you almost hit some officers that were on another crash scene, and then you pulled over and then swerved back into traffic, and then when you pulled over you pulled up onto some rocks and hit a rock.
So you have that documentation, yes?
Yes.
You have.
That's documented, yes.
You have that.
And then the sergeant made contact with you at your driver's window, made observations, smelled alcohol and that kind of thing, and then called me to come do an investigation. And when I got there, you didn't want to talk to me and you were cursing at me.
And why did I not want to talk to you, sir?
I don't know.
What did you say to me?
I asked you general questions. I asked you what
why
your name
did I
was.
not want to say to you, sir?
All right. So
I'm asking you a question.
What I'm going to ask now is I'm going to ask you if you'd like to.
I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Which is a question that I am legally allowed to ask you.
Okay.
What did you ask me?
When pressed further, she was asked to recount the events from her point of view. As the officer continued to try to talk her out of her rejection, the tension in the room increased. He made reference to the existence of a camera, which led one to believe that the examinations were being recorded. Dina deflected the attention and questioned the significance of the current predicament. The officer stated once again that the initial stop was made due to the suspect's erratic driving, which posed a threat to the officer's safety.
It's a yes or no. Are you willing to perform standardized field sobriety tests? Yes or no? Is that a no? Okay, so I'll note that as a no. I'm now offering you an approved test of your breath for the purpose of determining the alcohol content. Are you willing to take the test?
Okay, so
Are you willing to take the breath test?
are you willing to acknowledge the sobriety test from my...
I'm going to read you implied consent, okay?
Look, I'm done.
Have a seat, Dina. I'm not playing with you. Sit down.
I don't know, deal.
If you refuse to take this test I've requested, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first refusal.
Guess what? It was already done.
Okay. So essentially, if this is a subsequent refusal, it's going to be suspended for 18 months.
Yeah. It's official.
Driving privilege has ever previously been suspended, which it has, or you were previously fined.
And why? Why?
Let me finish, okay?
No.
Any criminal proceeding. Do you understand what I just read?
Why?
You're going to get an additional misdemeanor charge if you don't.
Answer what did you say?
That's the legislative law. That's the Texas
Good
law.
for
That's
you.
why. It has nothing to do with me.
Good.
I'm a fact reporter. I'm trying to read you your rights.
Good.
Okay? So are you willing to take the breath test?
Good.
It's a yes or no.
Why don't you just answer what I just asked you?
You're asking me why you have to do this?
No. I'm asking you why the fuck I'm being held liable for this shit.
Because you were the one driving the car intoxicated.
Motherfucker. That I was you don't get it? Wait, you don't get what you guys fucking... No.
See.
Do you understand how vile and bullshit this entire 10 is? Do you get it?
No.
Really? You don't get it?
So do you want to provide a breath sample? With your rights in mind, I read you implied consent. You want to provide a breath sample?
My mother.
Mm-hmm.
My mother.
Yep.
My mother.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
I'm listening to what you're saying. Your
you
mother.
Listen?
Uh-huh.
She worked for the courts of fucking...
Okay. I don't care.
Good, guess what?
Yeah, I don't care
She
if your
was in
mom
for
worked
the court for
Okay.
fucking... Guess what?
That's good for her.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She worked for the cop.
That's not what I'm here for, though.
Yeah, you're not.
No.
Yes, no, of course
No.
not.
Story time is over now.
Yeah, story does.
So what I need to know is if you're willing to take the breath test.
He made a reference to the exchange between the sergeant and the officer who detected the odor of alcohol. Dina rebutted his statement by questioning her lack of communication and daring her to reuse curse words. The officer questioned his strategy and rehashed the request that Dina get out of the car. After he asked for clarity, she was forced to think back to the time it happened. As he repeated the inquiry concerning field sobriety testing, looking for a definitive yes or no response, his level of frustration increased. The officer's voice remained calm as he said, "Are you willing to provide a breath sample while keeping your rights in mind?" He brought her attention to the law about implied consent. Dina's comments continued to be jumbled, and she occasionally brought up her mother as if to object. The officer reassured her that he was listening despite the fact that she was in an emotional state. In spite of her protestations, he admitted that he could see things from her point of view. He concentrated on the issue at hand and solicited her participation in order to conduct a breath test. He made a veiled reference to her attempt to distract him by announcing that story time has ended. Dina's resistance remained, and a resounding no echoed her reluctance. The officer took note of the refusal and explained her stance on the concept of implied consent. He questioned her once more, this time inquiring as to whether or not she was continuing to refuse the test. He communicated the possibility of involving other people if that turned out to be required, and emphasized the potential unpleasantness that doing so may cause. Dina found herself facing a series of misdemeanor charges, each compounding her legal predicament. These charges encompass driving under the influence for the second time, accompanied by the refusal to submit to testing, an act that further escalated her situation. The list of offenses extended to include her failure to register her motor vehicle, an oversight that contributed to her legal troubles. A significant factor exacerbating her circumstances was the fact that she was driving with a suspended license, marking this as a second offense. However, the gravity of her situation was underscored by the additional layer of complexity. Dina was already under the weight of a $200,000 bond related to theft and fraud charges. This ongoing legal entanglement loomed large as she faced these new charges. As the legal proceedings unfolded, her financial obligations escalated, and the cash or surety bond for this incident being set at an imposing sum of $150,000. This confluence of charges and bonds painted a challenging road ahead for Dina as she navigated her legal battles.